Hello and welcome to my review of the Warhammer commemorative series Space Marines Primaris Lieutenant with Storm Shield. He's right here. Not sure why I didn't have him next to his box, but he will cost you £21, which is only £1 more than one of the previous Primaris Lieutenants. And despite sharing the same number of parts, he does have a different head option. He has a helmetless head option. Of course, he's still going to be £3.50 more than both the Dark Angels and Blood Angels Lieutenants, and £1 more than the Lieutenant in Reaver armour. I'll do a few size comparisons later on with a few lieutenants that I've found lying around. I mean, there's so many of them now, isn't there? It's becoming more than a in-house joke. Space Marines and Primaris have had more lieutenants than Eldar or Guard or Tyrannid plastic models, but nonetheless, we're going to review this one. Now, it's part of the now this lieutenant was part of the Warhammer Day on the 30th of October. There are actually two models that were released for that day. The Lieutenant is a made-to-order model, which you can order up to the 8th of November, I think. So you've got another few days left to pick him up. And the other model, which I received a week early, was Astra Malkorian, the Vampire Lord, for Soulblight Gravelords for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. She is right here. She has a pet dragon. I think she's the better looking of the two models, but you know, that's just personal preference, I guess, even though I absolutely love Space Marines. Please do put it in the comments which is your favourite out of these two Warhammer Day miniatures. Anyway, so as always, the format of this review is I will have a good close look at this Lieutenant with Storm Shield. I'll go through the spare parts, or part in this case, and then we'll go through the size comparisons and finally the rules for a Lieutenant with a Storm Shield. So if we look at the Lieutenant up close and personal, he's pretty epic. I mean, he does have this Storm Shield, bit of a, I say, boring pose maybe, compared to the other lieutenants. I don't know, maybe because I'm so impressed with all the poses with the Black Templars, that this one just seems like he's not really doing much. But he's definitely going to suit your Blade Guard veterans if you've got 3, or even if you got 6 Blade Guard veterans. He's going to go well with those. He might get a bit lost with those models. As you can see, he's got a fair amount of detail. The little shield has more detail than the Indomitus Lieutenant. Also the Iron Halo, or Halo, whatever you want to call it, that has a skull in the middle, and the Indomitus one doesn't. He still has the tabard that goes up to the chest plate, and he has this big pistol holster. He's got similar amount of detail on the pauldrons and the vambraces, and of course he's got his sword out, but interestingly enough, no sheath to be seen. Maybe he's already used the sheath, maybe he's ditched it, I'm not sure. But power plant is usual go-to power plant. He's got the purity seal there. He's got a purity seal on the Storm Shield, but doesn't have as much going on as the Indomitus Lieutenant, but still has these quite cool looking shoulder pauldrons with the added protection. So there he is. That is the Lieutenant. I'll show you the sort of spare parts, or spare part. It just consists of this head, and actually I was quite impressed with this head. I said this in the live stream where I built him. There's a nice amount of detail on his hair. He's got the studs, his eyes and his facial expression. There's even lines in his cheeks, and you can see his teeth and his tongue. Pretty decent for a Space Marine head. I'm a fan of that one. So let's compare him to all of the Blade Guard then, pretty much. Here are some of the Blade Guard that you that you can buy separately. The only kind of standing out feature is just that skull within his iron halo. You could forgive this blade guard as being the lieutenant. You can make any one of them the lieutenant, even the one cleaning his sword. Then you've got the three from the Indomitus box set, which are here. And then finally you've got the captain, and you've got the lieutenant. So I think probably people will be comparing him to the current lieutenant in the Indomitus. They're very, very similar. You could perhaps say that this one has the Neo Volkite pistol in the holster, and you could get away with that. That's fine. You know, it really depends on whether you like the sword out or in, or you like the lieutenant with the skull. With the lack of customization things with most of these newer kits, rather than building your own lieutenant, it's more a case of deciding one of them is a lieutenant. And I think if you just wanted to have a lieutenant with storm shield and you had these blade guard, I don't see any issues saying that, you know, this one is the lieutenant. Then that's kind of one of the downsides of making nameless characters, is that other models in the other sets can stand in for them, really. And then this is the captain. You can proxy this lieutenant if you missed out on getting, you know, the Indomitus range, or even this captain. I would say that that's fine. You can still pick up this captain, but you're gonna have to fork out £65 for him in I think the Elite edition of the Indomitus box sets. So and you get a load of Necron units as well, so it's really whether you think he's worth that amount of money, if you're going to buy him sort of officially. And if you don't think so, then at least you've got the option of picking up this one. But as you can see, the captain is a fair bit bigger and definitely stands out compared to any of the blade guard. But yeah, Primaris with power swords and storm shields. Who'd have thought? Just take this opportunity to compare him to a few other lieutenants. I've only got a few with me today, but here's I say the tallest one. He does stand a fair bit taller than him. Is that Aurelius, I think his name was? You've got this one, which was in the Dark Imperium set, and then you've got this Calcius, I think his name was, in the Conquest subscription. So that's where he kind of measures up with them. All the lieutenants are on these you know, 40mm Terminator bases. Final comparison I'd like to make is just with the usual three models that I compare all of the review miniatures with, and they are right here. So you've got normal Primaris, Sly Marbo, and then a Space Marine. So compared to a Primaris, you'd expect them to be the same height, and they are. Next to a Space Marine, a Firstborn, it's a fair bit bigger, a bit chunkier all round. I'd like to say that the shield is almost as big, kind of. And then next to the Legend Sly Marbo, goes up to maybe his chest height. So a couple of feet taller, a few feet taller even. So that's where he measures up next to the usual Imperial models. This is my part of the review where I will go through all of the rules for this Space Marines Primaris Lieutenant with Storm Shield. You'll find his rules in the brand new Space Marine 9th edition Codex, or the Primaris Codex as I'd like to call it, because there are an awful lot of Primaris units in the book now, and I'm wondering whether they will eventually separate them, because the book has just grown to a massive 200-page tome. So the Primaris Lieutenant you will find in the HQ section after the numerous number of captains. He has a power points cost of a 4 and a points cost of 70 points. To equip him with what he has there, I believe the Storm Shield is free. The Power Sword will cost an extra 5 points, and he comes equipped with a bolt pistol and mastercrafted auto bolt rifle. An interesting point is that The Storm Shield and Neo Volkite pistol don't cost any more points. In the Lieutenant options, however, for the Captain, Storm Shield would normally cost you an extra 10 points. Power points wise, you're going to be adding an extra +1. So, his stat line reads, he's a movement of 6 inches, his weapon skill is 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 4, toughness 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 8 and a save of 3+. He's equipped with a bolt pistol, mastercrafted auto bolt rifle, frag grenades and crack grenades. So his bolt pistol works as usual. It's a 12-inch range, pistol 1, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. And then you've got a number of mastercrafted bolt rifles, such as the auto bolt rifle or the stalker bolt rifle. You can even give him a Neo Volkite pistol, in which the Lieutenant in the Indomitus box set is equipped with. You can give him a special issue bolt carbine, a mastercrafted power axe. So you can equip him with a mastercrafted power sword, which would be a strength +1, AP -3 and a damage 2. The Storm Shield gives the bearer a 4+ invulnerable save, so a bit like an Iron Halo, and in addition add 1 to the armor saving throws made for the bearer. So technically that means that he's saving on a 2+. It's a bit odd because it says saving throws, so I wouldn't classify invulnerable save as a saving throw. Yes, it is a saving throw, but it's an invulnerable saving throw. So I wouldn't say you're giving him a 3+ invulnerable, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments as always. This model's bolt pistol and mastercrafted auto bolt rifle can be replaced with one of the following: 1 bolt pistol, 1 mastercrafted stalker bolt rifle, 1 bolt pistol and 1 mastercrafted power sword, Neo Volkite pistol, mastercrafted power sword and Storm Shield. If the model from the Dark Angels chapter, if this model is from the Dark Angels chapter, its bolt pistol can be replaced with 1 plasma pistol, and if this model is from the Space Wolf chapter, its mastercrafted auto bolt rifle can be replaced with 1 special issue bolt carbine and 1 mastercrafted power axe. Abilities: Angels of Death, Company of Heroes. If your army is Battleforged, then for each lieutenant unit in a detachment, a second lieutenant unit can be included in that detachment without taking up an additional battlefield role slot. Tactical Precision Aura: while a friendly chapter core unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, re-roll a wound roll of 1. Wolf Guard: if this unit is from the Space Wolves chapter, it has a Wolf Guard keyword. Keywords: Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, Infantry, Character, Primaris, Lieutenant. So there you go. That is my review of the Primaris Lieutenant with Storm Shield. He's a model that's he is a commemorative series model, so he's not, and he's only available for a limited time, so he's only available for a limited time, a little bit more than a week. So he's not meant to be like a mainstream Lieutenant model that Games Workshop will continue to sell. He's a commemorative series just for the Warhammer Day. If you are able to pick him up, then that's great. Then he'll be a great substitute to the Lieutenant found in the Indomitus box set, and even proxy him as the Captain. What do you guys think? Please do put your thoughts and opinions as always in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.